In this video, let's talk about 4 massively undervalued altcoins, particularly 4 different blockchains, which are generally lower risk plays in the cryptocurrency market. With the market being down so bad recently, there could be some opportunity here to look at some of these fundamental coins over, of course, some of the meme coin stuff that's been so trashed recently. Now, before we dive in, the information provided here, of course, is for educational purposes, not a recommendation for you to go out and buy, sell, or hold the coins being discussed, okay? You gotta do your own research. Furthermore, I own these coins. For portfolio disclosures, please see the link in the description or the pinned comment over on X. You can find current holdings, venture rounds, OTC deals, all that kind of stuff sitting over there. Also keep in mind, the market can always get worse before it gets better. You can still lose all of your money, even though a lot of these coins are in interesting buy zones. Let's say you still have to DYOR, understand the risks, never invest more than you can afford to lose, and understand the past does not predict the future. Okay? So, the first underrated coin is Aptos. Okay, yeah, look, I know you can trace the roots of it back to, Meta's defunct Diem project. Boo, Facebook, although Zuck's on kind of a recovery arc of his image. Anyway, it doesn't have any relationship with Zuckerberg these days. Rather, its developers were just working on Diem before creating their chain. Same place Sui came from, by the way. Besides, Aptos has been rocking the numbers recently, and this is why I think it's worth paying attention to. One of the best ways to check if a chain is being used is by looking at the number of daily active addresses. Aptos has reached a high of more than 1.5 million at the end of January and has also reached 58.6 million all-time cumulative active addresses. These are very nice statistics. By comparison, Ethereum reached about 700,000 daily active addresses back during the same period. Not bad, right? According to this graph from Token Terminal, Aptos market share based on the monthly active users actually grew from around 1% to 8% in just 6 months. That's pretty crazy. They have 8% of the monthly active users, but way away from that percentage of the market cap. A year ago, it had more than $200 million in total value locks. This has increased to about $1 billion in just a year. Of course, they lost stablecoins coming out recently. For comparison, bigger chains like Cardano has around $380 million in TVL with a much larger market cap. Now, what's behind Aptos' fast growth? Well, most chains say that they are fast, but Aptos will actually give a lot of them a run for their money. It can go as fast as 160,000 transactions per second. Now, for comparison, Solana, which is faster than Ethereum, clocks in at 65,000 transactions per second. Aptos will widen the gap even further with the introduction of a sharded execution engine capable of up to a blazing fantastical 1 million transactions per second. 1 million transactions per second. Who needs that many transactions? I guess Aptos does. Anyway, that'll be on par with, by the way, Solana's Fire Dancer. And speaking of surpassing other chains, Aptos has also surpassed Optimism and stablecoin market cap, and I would not be surprised if it gets into the top 10 in the not so distant future. It has also proven its utility. Mega investment management company Franklin Templeton, with over $1.5 trillion in assets under management, well, they have announced, of course, the integration of their Franklin Templeton on-chain U.S. government money. That's way too many words, guys. FT money. It's what you got. FU money. Hey, whatever. It's too long, Franklin Templeton. Also, this Aptos has the foothold in the 3rd largest economy in the world with the acquisition of Hashpallet. Pretty cool stuff. Now, this allows Aptos to integrate Japanese businesses into its blockchain ecosystem and to expand Web3 innovation in the country. And as a bonus, Aptos Labs is also based in Palo Alto, California, which gives it preferential treatment, of course, in Trump's Made in America policies that could even see it benefit from no capital gains tax. Pretty cool. Second coin, IOTA. I know. Look, hear me out. Dino coin. Man, we made some money on IOTA back in 2017. It was a great run. But they're back, okay? Hear me out. Yes, you're right. It's not exactly a young project, but we all love a good upgrade story. Look at what happened with Phantom rebranding to Sonic, surging. IOTA has just announced recently the rebased protocol update. Those make IOTA achieve full decentralization. It also introduces support for a Move virtual machine, which is same stuff as like Sui and Aptos, right? And Ethereum virtual machine compatibility, meaning that it can interact with all the other EVM chains, whether it be Avalanche or whatever else, or Ethereum or Base and all that kind of stuff, while also having the Move language as one of the breakout sort of programming functions for this cycle. This is very significant since it was it will make IOTA the first to support these dual contract ecosystems. And most of us are familiar with the Ethereum virtual machine. We've probably used some of the Ethereum virtual machine chains like Base or Ethereum itself or Avalanche. But did you know that Move VM was created by Aptos, which makes this upgrade bullish for Aptos as well, potentially. Great, my bags, fantastic. Now, aside from supporting two contract ecosystems, the rebased upgrade will also upgrade IOTA's speed to 50,000 transactions per second with low sub-second finality. It will also help IOTA to achieve super low transaction fees, which of course we all love, with an adaptive fee burn mechanism leading to a flexible supply. Now, as for utility, currently, IOTA is working with all kinds of big parties. These guys have been around for a long time, okay? And that's given them a strong foothold and deep network in the market. So they're working with Kenya to digitize the transfer of goods like flowers and coffee, some of their major export items. They're working with TLIP, or Trade and Logistics Information Pipeline, the project which facilitates the smooth exchange of different forms of data and trade documents. So, kind of a real world asset sort of thing across borders, right? IOTA is also working with RWA company called Realize. Now, they're doing this to tokenize yield-bearing assets and then to make them accessible on-chain to any investor anywhere around the world. Pretty cool. It will also be possible to mint stablecoins natively on IOTA network. Plus, with Rebased, the introduction of staking is coming. So it's going to drive more use case, of course, for the IOTA token beyond just paying for gas fees. Now we're going to have it for staking and all this other kind of stuff. And as we support out the ecosystem, grow the ecosystem out. So staking is going to make it possible to support the creation of liquid staking tokens, which creates a DeFi ecosystem. So look, IOTA's back, baby, and I'm here for it. Let's get it. Let's get it, IOTA. I'm excited to see them back. We're going to run it up and make 10 or 20 extra money on it again this cycle, aren't we? Let's go. Hey, real quick, when we trading all the top coins in the cryptocurrency market, you want to get yourself an account over on BitUnix. I know you guys are trading the markets, but here's the thing. BitUnix, no KYC, no VPN, no BS, man. You just go, start your account, use that link down below, and guess what? You'll get $10 for free for signing up. Plus, you're going to get 20% deposit rebate, meaning you deposit $1,000, get $200 back, and you get up to $1,000 in trading bonuses. Pretty damn cool. All the top coins, deep liquidity. Go check it out. Link down below where you can long, short, spot trade. Go check it out. Okay, so the third one is the Move token, or Movement Labs, which are building out an Ethereum layer 2. Whoa, another Ethereum. Hold on a second. I know I already got 70, but hear me out. Don't skip this. Listen, just like Aptos, just like Sui, this actually traces its roots back to Meta's failed DM project. So what's it do? Why is it worth paying attention to? Because I think the Move language blockchain networks are going to be one of the big stories of the cycle. So Movement Networks, a blockchain platform that's all about giving developers cool new tools. It runs the Move programming language, which is built to make smart contracts faster and safer. Again, look at the success of Sui, Aptos, other stuff, right? And I know you've heard that already. However, this is the ace up its sleeves. You see, Trump's World Liberty Financial actually has already bought $2 million worth of coins for Move coins since January. Trump so far has been the greatest cryptocurrency influencer the world's ever seen, and this is something that we cannot ignore. Besides being a pick for, well, Trump's World Liberty Financial. It's really Trump's sons. It's like Eric and, whoever else they're running it. But it's got a very solid ecosystem being built up here. Loads of projects are already planning to integrate with Move or to launch on Move. There's talks of up to 150 different projects in the pipeline, meaning that from get-go, it's going to have a huge ecosystem. We have stuff like RouteX, which is a DEX aggregator, Altiverse, an AI-driven gaming world. All this stuff already being built out on it, but why would other projects follow suit? Well, it's boasting over 30,000 transactions per second thanks to Move's parallel processing via block STM, which means that it offers top-notch security. Move Network fixes many of Solidity's issues too by preventing reentrancy, data races, and other common vulnerabilities and criticisms that are leveled against the Solidity programming language, which is so popular amongst the blockchain world. This is a big deal since Solidity has been the go-to language for smart contracts, but Move is offering a better alternative, which is why we're seeing so many Move-based blockchains. And the first 3 blockchains we're talking about today are all Move-based blockchains. Now, as for tokenomics, the Move token has a supply of 10 billion with an initial 22% already out circulating. 40% is reserved for the community and the ecosystem. And aside from the support from, the U.S. President's World Liberty Financial Program, it has also raised some serious money from Binance Labs, Polychain Capital, and others. So it's safe to say it's got a lot of stuff moving behind the scenes. A lot of things are making it look pretty good and worth paying attention to. The last one here is SEI, S-E-I, which has one of the fastest time to finality speeds in the blockchain world. While most would just look at transactions per second, we forget that finality is what matters most. Finality is the point at which a transaction is permanently and irreversibly recorded on chain. It's kind of like who reaches the finish line first and claims the gold medal. Now, SEI's time to finality is about 380 milliseconds, thanks, of course, to its innovative twin turbo consensus mechanism. For comparison, the Ethereum network achieves all this kind of stuff in about 13 minutes. Solana's, about 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, we all know Ethereum is a bit of a special case, let's say, but Solana, 2 or 3 seconds. So SEI is 10 times faster. And what do you know that needs fast speed? Games. It's fast speed, it's low gas fees, made SEI actually one of the top gaming blockchains already, and SEI is not stopping with gaming. Most know about Chainlink's CCIP, which banks use to integrate tokenized assets and to streamline cross-chain transactions. Well, here's the good news. That stuff's now live on SEI, which means that it will have a network that has a strong foothold on finance as well. And I know I said that SEI already has one of the time to finality speeds best out there, but SEI is not just resting on its laurels with that. Imagine this. Imagine Web 2 applications. For example, Google requires processing 100,000 complex transactions per second, and really right now, no blockchain is able to support that kind of industrial level of traffic without totally clogging up the network for everybody else. To address this, SEI is now scaling with the Giga upgrade, which aims to scale SEI to 5 gigagas per second, which is about 50 times greater throughput than any other EVM compatible mainnet chain out there, man. That's crazy stuff. I know what you're asking. Lark, what the hell is a gigagas, man? Well, for sure, it is not a mega fart. Some super gas, man. Fart going to the moon. It's gas per second measures how much computational work a chain can actually handle per second, which is to say that it reflects the true performance of a blockchain. Now, a gigagas is equal to 1 billion gas units per second, which is pretty substantial. Now, this actually allows developers to be able to then build EVM applications that can basically achieve Web 2-like scalability, functionality, and performance. Now look, we're not going to go into all the little details here, but I hope you get the idea. It's kind of a big deal. Also add to this the fact that SEI dApps are also the some of the biggest, fastest growing apps in the cryptocurrency market right now. It also has an average daily transaction count of about 4.1 million transactions, which is crazy considering the market cap. Way more transactions than a lot of chains that have way bigger market caps. Okay, market cap's only around $1 billion or something right now. Fully diluted around $2 billion. So a 5x to a 10x. Again, that's why we're covering the coins we're covering here today. Whether it's Aptos, IOTA, Movement Labs, SEI, these things are all around like $1 billion or so are in market cap and all have that sort of like 5 to 10x possibility next time the market starts pumping. Okay, SEI's got great utility, increasing adoption, all that kind of stuff. So maybe something to keep on your list. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching.